Mobile homes have been a popular choice for home buyers for some time, but in the last 5 or 6 years, with the cost of traditional stick-built houses increasing so much, we've seen an uptick in the popularity of mobile or manufactured homes. The thing is, mobile homes are treated differently than the previously mentioned stick-built structures that are built on and permanently attached to the real estate on which they are located. A mobile home is just that, mobile. They start their existence as personal property like a car or a boat. You're given title to the home/vehicle, which is issued by the DMV when it is purchased. And at pretty much the same time, the mobile home is delivered to a piece of land you have secured for its placement, whether it be a piece of land you own or have an agreement with the owner to rent. However, the mobile home at this point is technically still movable. It has a tongue that would allow it to be hooked up and towed away should the owner choose. While it isn't as simple as that might make it sound, it arguably still makes sense to consider more of a vehicle and/or personal property than a permanent structure attached to land it sits on. That said, most often, at some point along the way, this mobile home will reach what is intended to be its permanent resting place. At this point in time, one might consider it more of a permanent piece of the property it sits on. However, there is a legal process that has been established to officially convert the mobile home from personal property to being a part of the real estate. This process is called de-titlement, or retirement of title. I'll provide a quick rundown of the process, but first, the why. As is true with most residential real estate transactions, most of the time someone buying a mobile home doesn't have the cash on hand to pay for it. So in comes the lender. Well, as you might imagine, lenders aren't too keen on loaning out money without the appropriate amount of security or collateral to help make sure they can recoup their losses if someone doesn't make their payments. So if there's still a chance, however remote, that the mobile home can be moved, you won't be able to get a loan to help you buy it. So what needs to be done in order to de-title a mobile home? First, it needs to be located on property that is also owned by the owner of the mobile home. Also, you'll want to make sure the property taxes are paid up and current, and you know who has the actual possession of the mobile home title, meaning the little piece of paper from the DMV that looks exactly like a car title, and whether that title is actually in the correct name. Two common issues that we run into at this point have to do with that piece of paper. One, it's fairly common that someone has either misplaced it or that there is a mortgage tied to the home or the land, which usually means the holder of the mortgage also has physical possession of the title. And two, the name listed as the owner on the piece of paper is actually a relative of the current person residing in the mobile home. Don't worry, this is one of the pieces of the puzzle where we can come in. Next, it will need to be physically attached to the property. Generally, this means you need to have someone remove the items that make it mobile, i.e. the tongue or the axle, or in some cases, they can be sort of built into the foundation. Once it has been physically affixed to the property, most counties require some sort of certificate of completion as proof this has occurred. The certificate can be issued after the county has someone come out and inspect the property. Next, you will now have to do the paperwork that the county and the DMV require before a retirement of title certificate will be issued by the DMV. On top of the couple of issues I mentioned a minute ago, this again is where we come in. We take dealing with the county and the DMV off your hands and work with them to get the paperwork prepared and filed. So if you either own a mobile home or are considering buying one, we can help make sure that you have taken all the right steps to ensure the fact that you are dealing with a mobile home doesn't slow down or completely curtail your plans. If you have any questions about this topic or any other real estate matters, please don't hesitate to reach out. We look forward to meeting you.